At the time of taping, Bob Wagner was at the ritzy Wild Boar restaurant in Nashville. He moved to the Charleston Grill in South Carolina, but presumably still offers his exquisite haute cuisine, forged by a decade of working in France. Here is seared partridge with ravioli. Since this is such a multi-dimensional dish and the chef is so knowledgeable about the several methods he will employ, we'll limit ourselves to two elements: preparation of the partridge and the foie gras stuffed ravioli. Only the breasts and leg quarters are used. The rest is used in making the sauce. These pieces are sautéed in duck fat.
You can use a little bit more than you regularly would, just so it helps to get all those little spots on a leg that you can't always get seared. But if you got enough fat in there, you're all right. You make sure it's obviously hot enough also, otherwise you're just going to get a boil started and it won't brown, it won't sear, and won't keep all those wonderful juices on the inside that you want to. And this, depending on the heat that you have at home. Go ahead and throw the breasts in there too. And it's just really a small touch for the breasts. We don't want to overcook them at all. There's a lot of other things going on in the dish, so we want to make sure that doesn't overcook. And they're getting there. And obviously you can take out this bone if you'd like also, sometimes even debone it, but for the presentation you always like to have that thigh look. There we're getting some look, and you can even smell just with the duck fat what the difference it makes in the odor and what's sticking to the bottom of the pan, obviously. And all that flavor is going to come off there and help out our sauce later on down the line. Now what we're going to do is pull the leg. It's obviously those we aren't going to cook to just a nice medium rare. We're going to cook those through. So we're going to go ahead and throw those in the oven. About 12 minutes. Keep an eye. You definitely want them. You want them cooked through because obviously there's all the tendons and things like that running on the inside. And if it's undercooked, it's going to be tough to eat. It's as much as things are great undercooked. Bird leg isn't one of the best. What we're going to do is just barely sear this other side. You've got the skin to protect it on this side. On the other side, right on that meat, you don't want to go overboard. Just enough to seal it a little bit. Not enough to toughen it up and get it stringy. So we're going to pull these guys out, turn them on that underside. Pretty much from the time it's going to take us to do the rest of this, they're going to slowly, a lot of that heat's going to find its way to the center of that breast. Now what we're going to do is use this carcass, all the wings and the neck and the bones in there. We're going to go ahead and salt and pepper that a little bit. And let that brown real well. Obviously you can see now this is what you want. That's all your flavor right there. Whatever's stuck in the bottom of that pan, if you can brown it, get the skin, the bone, what little blood's still left in there, all that's going to give. But you definitely want it browned that much. You don't want to go overboard. But if you can get it to that point, you're going to have a great sauce. We're going to deglaze that with some white wine. We're going to let that reduce down. We're going to burn a little of that alcohol off.
Chicken stock is added and a slow reduction begins. The foie gras for the ravioli is diced and will be almost flash cooked in a hot pan. It will be combined with shallots and chives, then cooled.
What we're going to do is just drop this in. You can get one side. One side at least real well like that, you're okay. We didn't lose a lot of fat.
The chives and shallots are warmed.
With our chives, just enough to wilt those a tiny bit, and out those come.
The cooled mixture goes onto a sheet of pasta that has been painted with egg wash.
You want to try and seal one side and follow around. Push that, twist it, pull it out. We have our ravioli. What we're going to do is poach that just for a couple minutes in some chicken stock that we have going here.
Two other plate items are truffled grits and squash blossoms filled with a sweetbread wild mushroom mixture. Presentation starts with the ravioli, the partridge leg quarters, baby vegetables, and the truffled grits. The breasts were cut in half and warmed in the sauce.
Just layer them. Bring our sauce up to a nice hot temperature. If you're really lucky, these guys will hold together. And it's just a juice. We're not going to fill the bottom of the plate. Just going to drizzle a little bit of everything. That's all we need. We can obviously send the sauce out on the side if someone would like some more, but I work more with the concentrated, short-cut sauces, lots of flavor rather than a lot of sauce.